Hello and welcome to your practice. My name is Cole Chance, and today we're going to dial it up a couple notches, do some power yoga today. And really what I mean by that is we'll hold things a bit longer. It'll be a bit spicier. The heart will race, and I really encourage you to steady the breath. You know, it's this counterbalance of finding edginess and then being able to steady ourselves within it. That metaphor goes way off the mat. So this can be a great place to practice. And just remember that, you know, the poses really don't matter. Be easy on yourself. This is just a tool to help us learn more about ourselves. So whatever happens, whatever doesn't happen, take what works and leave the rest. So we're gonna kind of jump right in today. So if you wanted to do more of a warm up, I've got a bunch of those. Do some opening to begin with, but kind of get into it today. But let's start with 3 rounds of breath. Big inhale, and then maybe hold it at the top for a moment, and then full exhale out the mouth. Twice more like this, centering breath. Inhale. Hold it for a beat or 2, and full exhale out the mouth. Once more, inhale. Hold. And then exhale out the mouth. And then closing the mouth down, maybe doing an ujjayi breath. It's just going to be a breath with a little bit of resistance in it, a little bit of a sound maybe. You might be able to hear your breath here, a little bit of restriction. Sometimes this can help to build some inner heat. Bring the hands to heart center. And inhale, lift the arms up, reach, 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 and exhale, hands to heart center once more. Inhale, lift arms up. Exhale, hands, heart center, and once more. Inhale, reach, arms up, and exhale, hands through heart center, tabletop. Let's get going here. Tabletop position. Take a moment wiggling out, and then tuck the toes. Press down in through the hands, round the back just slightly, and lift the knees up. Now pull the heart center forward. The knees are just slightly lifted. Pull the belly to the spine. Press, press, press with the hands. And then press even more so the hips lift up and back. So I have some blocks here because this can support us in our practice. You can use them or you can not. No big deal either way. Inhale, the right leg lifts up. Exhale, bend the knee and open the hip. And exhale, knee to nose. So bring it around and bring knee to nose. Press, press, press into the ground or to the blocks. And then inhale, up and back tripod. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Keep it as high as you can. Inhale, tripod. Exhale, knee to the left tricep or elbow. Hold here, press. Inhale, up and back. And gaze in between the hands, place the foot there. Inhale, open up, warrior 2. Pull back on the right hip crease, outer spiral with the front thigh. Press evenly through both feet. Steady breath. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down to the elbow or to a block. Left arm comes up and over, extended side angle here. So you can prop yourself however you'd like. But press the arm into the leg back into the arm. This helps the body with proprioception. Steady breath. Inhale, reverse warrior, legs stay the same. And exhale, come all the way down. Plank pose, 3 rounds of breath. shift onto the toes, halfway down chaturanga. Inhale, high-low cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, push the ground away. So we're creating lots of space to step through later. Inhale, up and back. And exhale, knee to the left tricep. Bring it up as high as you can. Inhale, up and back. Exhale to the right tricep. You can kind of twist the body here. Inhale, up and back. And exhale, step all the way through, plant the back heel, warrior two. So really strong in this pose, pressing evenly through both feet, outer spiral with the front thigh, and really strong arms. From the elbow towards the heart, the energy is pulling in. From the elbow to the fingers, it's reaching out. So another place that we're holding and. Pulling in and we're reaching out. See what it feels like as if you could zip up the thighs, if you could pull the energy up towards center as well. That can kind of change the pose. Extended side angle, shift forward. Elbow meets the thigh, or the hand meets the block. Right arm comes up and over. Press thigh into arm, arm into thigh. I like to turn my top arm down a little bit and reach through the pinky. See how that feels. One more inhale. And exhale, plank pose. 3 rounds of breath. Have a little bit of constriction in the throat. It can be really helpful to hold these challenging poses. And then shift forward on the toes, chaturanga. You can bring your knees down as well. Maybe the chest comes down. Your version, however you want to do this. You can add the spice level here. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. Inhale, move the blocks here. Inhale, wave forward, plank pose. And exhale, Vashisthasana. So we're gonna shift the heels over towards the left. Let's go to the left. Right arm comes up. Slight separation in the heels here. Maybe a tree pose. You can use the hand to pull the leg up. Just an option. And then we're gonna come into plank pose with the knee towards the nose. This is where it can be nice to have the blocks underneath the hands, because then you are lifted up and you have more space to step through. So go ahead and step through. Open up, warrior two. 2 rounds of breath. We come forward, Ardha Chandrasana. So maybe the left hand comes to the hip, you shift forward half moon. Right hand can come to a block or to the floor. Shift all the way up and back here. Maybe the top arm lifts up. You have energy arrows shooting out through both feet. Slight internal rotation with the standing leg. Start to bend the standing leg. Slow step back to the back of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the front leg, and then shift forward for triangle pose. Right hand comes to the block, the ground, or the shin. Spiral the heart open. Top arm lifts up. You can also take it behind the back to take a bind. If you want to add on here, you can bring the right arm out and reach. Collarbone continues to broaden, breath continues to flow. One more inhale. Full exhale, stay here. Bend the standing leg. Inhale, reverse warrior. Maybe lift the front heel. Helps to sink the hips lower. And then exhale, chaturanga, or your choice, whatever it is that you'd like to do, as spicy as you'd like to make it. Be sure to take care of you though. Exhale, downward facing dog. So maybe you have the blocks this time if you liked that for the step through. It's wave forward, plank pose. Vashisthasana, side plank. Just tilt over towards the side. Tree pose. So really lifting the hips here, lifting the left leg. This actually feels easier for me sometimes because I get this extra proprioception. Every time we find a border or an edge, it helps the body know where it is in space, makes things more stable. One more inhale. And then exhale, plank pose with the knee to the nose. Hold here. And then step through with the left foot. Place it down gently. Warrior two. A couple rounds of breath here. Really engaging. Bringing the shoulder blades together as if you're going to squeeze an orange back there. And reaching out with the hands at the same time. Inhale, reverse warrior, and exhale, half moon Ardha Chandrasana. So shifting forward, pressing down to lift up. So really steady and strong through the left foot. Maybe the right arm lifts, maybe it doesn't. And if you shift out, you can just come back in. It's helping the body reorient. And we'll shift back. So slowly bend the standing leg, reach back. Lengthen the front leg, moving into triangle pose. Shift forward. Bring the rib cage with you. Find space. Broaden the collarbone. Sometimes I like to take my hand and open. Slight bend in the front knee. Steady breath. Maybe take the hand behind the back. Again, option to reach the left arm out. Next, inhale, reverse warrior. Tip it all the way back. Maybe lift the front heel. And exhale, hands plant. Chaturanga, your version. Maybe child's pose is your version this time. I'll take it with you, or hips to heels, wherever you are, 2 rounds of breath. Really, I think an advanced yoga practice is so much less about the poses and more about, are we listening to what we need? Do we have that discernment? Downward dog. All right, switching it up a little bit here. Let's try something new. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. And then hook the right foot. I'm just gonna hook it to the outside of the left knee, and we're gonna take Vashisthasana on the right hand. So I'm gonna bring the left heel down, and the knee's gonna go out towards the side as much as it can. With the foot kind of flipped over, it helps it a little bit, but as if you were gonna shoot like a light beam out of the knee. And then lift the hips high. One more inhale. Exhale, plank pose with the knee to the nose. Step it through. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, Ardha Chandrasana. Come all the way forward and up. Again, shooting energy arrows out. Slight internal rotation. Maybe arm is up. You can take the back foot if you'd like, pulling the heel towards the glute or kicking out for Chapasana. If you're kicking into the hand, then shift the hips forward just slightly. Really nice counterbalance. Slowly release the leg, half moon. Bend the standing leg to shift all the way up and back. Reverse triangle this time. And exhale, triangle pose. 3 rounds of breath. Take the bind if you'd like. One more inhale. And exhale, wide leg forward fold. So we're gonna shift over towards the left, turn the right toes in, bow forward.
Grab for opposite ankles. Steady breath. Traction in the spine. Take the hands to the hips, bend the knees, gaze forward with a long spine. Lift all the way up. Warrior two, top of the mat. Reverse warrior and exhale, downward facing dog. All the way back, vinyasa or no vinyasa. We meet here. Inhale, the left leg lifts, and exhale, knee to nose. Take the foot, kind of clip it on the outside of the right leg, send the back heel down, Vashisthasana, kind of a reverse tree pose thingy. See if you can get the knee coming up, shifting up. Lots in the obliques here. One more inhale. Exhale, plank pose with the knee to the nose. Big transition. Shift the foot forward. Warrior two. Steady breath. Pull the energy up the inner thighs. Inhale, reverse warrior, and exhale, half moon. So your choice, your version. One side is often more wobbly than the other, and that's completely normal. This is my wobbly side. So any variation, if you want to take the foot towards the glute or you want to kick the foot into the hand. Steady breath wherever you go. Slowly release into Ardha Chandrasana. Place the foot back down. Reverse triangle. Triangle pose, few rounds of breath. Maybe taking the hand on the inside of the leg. Press there to open the heart. You can take a bind if you'd like. Wherever you are, one big inhale. Exhale, soft bend in the front knee. Swoop around, this time to goddess pose. Heels in, toes out. Sink the hips down. Press here. Maybe a little bit of buoyancy or maybe just stillness. If you want to kick it up a notch, lift the heels. Think about externally rotating the thighs. A couple more rounds of breath. Heels plant, lengthen the legs, arms lift. Warrior two, top of the mat. Reverse warrior last time. And exhale, coming all the way down. This time actually step up into a forward fold. Exhale, fold forward. Separate the feet. And we're gonna take big toe pose. So take your peace fingers, take them around your big toe. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lengthen the legs. They don't have to be straight, but just lengthen. Send the sit bones up. And then exhale with a long spine, pull the torso down as the elbows go out. Steady breath. Slight separation of the heels provides a little bit of an internal rotation of the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, bend the knees to sink the hips down to the ground. Boat pose. Legs are long, heart's pulling forward, 5 rounds of breath. You've got this. Continue to lift the heart forward like it's attached to a string. And exhale, slowly cross the legs, Sukhasana. 3 rounds of breath here. On your 3rd round, pour forward. You can pour forward with the legs crossed, or you could pour forward with the feet coming together. Maybe a bit of sway. And then if you like,
separating the legs, or you can stay where you are and pour forward. See if you can keep the toes pointing up. If they want to turn in, then bring the legs closer together. We don't want to avoid this external rotation here. Slowly coming up, coming back to a seat. Just a few moments of observation, of like settling the sand. I often imagine when I come back to this seat that I've turned the hourglass back over and I'm letting the sand come through, letting the practice settle and kind of recalibrate me. So just noticing the effects of the practice on your body. And bringing the hands together and just maybe bowing the head in thanks and gratitude for this practice, for all the teachers that came before us to bring it to us. In thanks and namaste. Thank you all so much. I hope that you enjoyed that. Let me know what you thought. I had some strong moves in there, and yeah, I hope that it was fun, curious, playful for you. And I look forward to hearing what you thought. Again, my name's Cole Chance. You can learn more about me in the description in the bio, and I will see you here every Tuesday on Yoga Tia.